In the Grand Theater of the United States, we present the American experiment, a paradoxical nation where the absurd is not just tolerated, but celebrated as a fundamental right. We stand here, bewildered, gazing upon a society that champions liberty while simultaneously shackling its own. Consider the fervent, almost religious devotion to individual freedoms. We are told from birth that this is the land of the free. Freedom of speech, they trumpet, as if our words alone could dismantle the walls of our gilded cage. Freedom of choice, they declare, as if selecting between two identical brands of highly processed corn syrup truly embodies liberation. And of course, the sacred freedom to bear arms. A right so fundamental, it seems, that it overshadows all others. We can arm ourselves to the teeth, ready to defend against any perceived tyranny. We can speak our minds, however unpopular, and choose our preferred brand of sugary beverage. Yet, when it comes to the very sustenance that fuels our bodies, the air we breathe, the water we drink, suddenly, freedom vanishes. The stark contrast is not merely ironic, it's a cruel joke. We are free to own a weapon, but not truly free from the insidious chemicals permeating our food supply. We are free to protest, but not free from the chronic diseases engineered by corporate greed. This isn't just an inconsistency, it's a gaping chasm in the American narrative. A nation obsessed with individual autonomy, yet utterly powerless in the face of its most fundamental needs. It's a freedom that feels suspiciously like a carefully constructed illusion. And who, pray tell, are our masters in this land of the free? Not some foreign power, not some overt dictator. No, the chains are far more subtle, forged in the boardrooms of multinational corporations. Americans, ironically, are enslaved by the very industries that promise convenience and progress. The food industry, a behemoth of profit and manipulation, holds us captive. Powerful corporations with names you recognize from every supermarket aisle control our very sustenance. They dictate what we eat, how it's produced, and what insidious ingredients are hidden within. Their priority is not your health, not your well-being, but their bottom line. Profit, pure and unadulterated, is the only metric that matters. They manipulate ingredients, engineer cravings, and prioritize shelf life over human life. The evidence of this corporate control is not hidden, it's glaringly obvious. Look around you. The prevalence of processed foods, engineered for maximum addiction and minimal nutrition, is staggering. Our diets are a testament to their insidious success. Childhood obesity, once a rarity, is now normalized, a tragic consequence of a system designed to hook the young on sugar and empty calories. We shrug, we lament, but we rarely question the architects of this public health disaster. And it extends beyond food. Harmful substances, from microplastics to endocrine disruptors, are found in everyday products. We are literally absorbing the byproducts of their industrial efficiency. Plastic, they tell us, is now in our bloodstreams, a badge of honor perhaps for living in the modern age. Here lies the ultimate irony of our supposed power. We possess the means to defend ourselves, and though it is important to stand against tyranny with a rifle in hand, we are told this is the ultimate safeguard of liberty. Yet, we are utterly unable to resist the insidious, pervasive influence of corporate power. We cannot fight the corn syrup in our children's cereal, nor the plastic in our water bottles. This isn't tyranny in the traditional sense. This is tyranny redefined, repackaged as corporate innovation. High fructose corn syrup, a marvel of modern chemistry, is not just an ingredient. It's a symbol of our quiet subjugation, a sweet, sticky symbol of our powerlessness. Now, let us turn our gaze to the Grand Theater of American politics, a spectacle designed, it seems, to keep us perpetually distracted. The political landscape is a masterclass in misdirection, a carefully orchestrated drama to divert our attention from the real systemic issues. The populace, bless their hearts, are consumed by partisan squabbles, red versus blue, left versus right, a never-ending ideological wrestling match. We argue, we rage, we divide ourselves into warring tribes, convinced that the other side is the root of all evil. This infighting is not accidental, it's a feature, not a bug. It distracts us from the fundamental problems that plague our society. While we bicker over pronouns and tax rates, the corporate machine grinds on, unchallenged, unexamined. This constant bickering prevents us from addressing the fundamental problems that truly impact our lives. The quality of our food, the integrity of our healthcare, the very air we breathe. These are overshadowed by the manufactured outrage of the daily news cycle. And what do we focus on in this grand charade of freedom? We mockingly emphasize superficial freedoms, parading them as the pinnacle of liberty. The right to own a gun, for instance, is elevated to an almost sacred status. It is championed as the ultimate guarantor of our freedom, while we ignore the fundamental lack of control over our own bodies and health. We can protect our homes, but not our internal organs, from the onslaught of industrial toxins. Liberty, my friends, is not found in a microwavable tray of processed food. It is not found in the ability to choose between two political puppets. True freedom is not a commodity to be purchased or a slogan to be chanted. It is the power to control your own destiny, to nourish your own body, to breathe clean air, and to drink pure water. These are the freedoms that have been quietly, systematically stripped away, while we were busy arguing about who gets to sit in the Oval Office. So what is the message then, from this bewildered observer? It is a simple yet profound call to awaken, to shake off the stupor, to peel back the layers of manufactured consent, and to see the reality of our situation. True freedom, I submit, is not found in owning weapons or choosing prepackaged meals. It is not in the superficial choices offered by a system designed to profit from your submission. That is merely the illusion of choice. True freedom lies in the power to resist a system that profits from your chronic illness, from your ignorance, from your quiet compliance. It is the power to say no to the forces that seek to control every aspect of your existence. It is time, fellow citizens, to reclaim your agency, to stop being passive consumers and start being active participants in your own lives. This means making conscious choices about consumption, not just what you buy, but what you allow into your body, your mind, and your home. It means challenging the corporate forces that dictate our lives, not with a ballot, but with your wallet, with your voice, and with your informed decisions. It means questioning everything, especially what you are told is normal. It means saying no to a system that feeds on submission, that thrives on your apathy, that grows stronger with every unexamined choice you make. Say no to the processed food. Say no to the political distractions. Say no to the illusion of freedom. The chains are invisible, but they are real. And the key, my friends, is not in a politician's promise, nor in a corporate slogan. The key is within you, in your awareness, in your defiance, and in your unwavering commitment to true, unadulterated freedom.